Montevideo. How's it going, everyone? I want to put some positivity out in the world. I know y'all don't like this. A bunch of devilish spirits up there who doing as much as they can, using all the energy they can to stop the greatness of God's kids and God's children. But nevertheless, we're going to get straight to it, and then we're going to do some gossiping. So let's start off with a good word and then that hot topics. Today is June 14th. We halfway through the year, 6 months in, six left to go. Not even really, like, about 2 weeks left of this month. 6 months and 2 weeks just about before we into 2026. Still remember 2012 when I didn't think, but what the world was talking about, everybody was in chaos and panic about 2K, year 2K. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but I'm that old. Where they was talking about the world might end in 2012. A lot of people was, yeah, and it was crazy time to be alive. Thank God that that's passed, and now we're into the year of the snake. The whole world is shedding its skin, showing its truth, and it is what it is. It's a wonderful experience and the time to be alive, to be seeing what's going on. Back in the day, because I am that old, I can say this now. We used to play outside. We had all type of instruments to use, toys and stuff like that, yo-yos, skateboards. Nowadays, everybody have a cell phone for entertainment. That's the major toy they use. Games on the phone, everything on the phone. So the world of technology, the age of technology is the new way of living. Used to be on cordless phones. If you can't reach me, you'll have to find me outside somewhere else. Usually you'll know where everybody at outside because of our bikes, or we had little hangout spots. But nevertheless, we had time to miss each other because we wasn't calling each other on the phone all day. We wasn't texting all day. We actually had human experiences outside with each other. And then we had time to get to know ourselves. We had time to get to know our community. We was that close. I grew up where everybody on my block knew everybody. Everybody didn't discipline everybody, but we all was that close, whether we liked each other or not. And I used to beef with people off the next block with me from the same school we go to. It's just that, we learn how to be human beings, and we learn how to engage and use our minds and creativity. We learn how to deal with one another. Peace and blessings. I'm on here talking about how to make money online in a minute. I'm a private personal consultant. I advocate for mental health awareness, and I'm all about making money online and good vibes. I'm on the pursuit of happiness every day, all day, and I'm protecting my peace and energy. I like to be around like-minded individuals. We finna gossip in a bit, but I'm finna read my inspirational book and let y'all know. Hey, it's about being real. If I was to do this for likes, I'd be a clown like you. And not to be like that, I hate to be mean, but it is what it is. Not trying to even match your energy, but what is it like? How much you get paid off of like? The stuff you think about, the stuff that seems everything to you don't mean anything to me. What means the world to you may be the world to you, but hey, that's your reality, that's your perspective. So do as you please. But nevertheless, hey, it's about knowing yourself. That's why I started this off like this, because a lot of y'all like to follow, like this person right here. Like, I mean, hey, you got no depth to yourself if that's what you think about on a daily. Spend your time and energy as you please, though. To each his own. And then this another thing too. If you don't know how to get monetized, going viral on a video is a waste of your time. Cause you ain't gonna get no back pay off those videos that went viral, especially if you ain't in a position to start getting paid off your account. So you gotta make it make sense. And that's why I had to come at you like this, because you ain't making no type of sense. You worried about the wrong things as far as what I got going on. So I just had to put you back in your place and let you know, Victoria Kuda, you fucking lame as hell. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm about to get to this, and then we're gonna get to gossiping in a bit. So yeah, stay tuned and check it out. And if you're enjoying this content so far, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always be notified when I'm going live and I'm dropping these hot topics. But yeah, fuck you, Victoria. You could get off my channel with your with your nonsense. You a fucking clown, B. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Before time began, I knew you. For years you swarm around in a sea of meaningless, searching for love, hoping for hope. All that I have, all that I was, all that I am pursuing you, aching and aching to embrace you in my compassionate arms. When time was right, I revealed myself to you. I lifted you out of that sea of despair and set you down on a firm foundation. Sometimes you felt naked, exposed to the revealing light of my presence. I wrapped an ermine robe around you, my robe of righteousness. I sang you a love song, whose beginning and end are veiled in eternity. I infused meaning into your mind and harmony into your heart. That's pretty dope, because what they trying to infuse into my mind is some old negativity stuff I don't need to think about. And all day, every day, people come distracting you with their thoughts, what they want to be entertained with. And let me tell you something about that, where the mind goes, the energy flows, attention goes as well. If you spend all day thinking about senseless things, guess what? Your reality gonna be a bunch of senseless, meaningless things, meaningless interactions, meaningless engaging. That's why when you came to interact with me and engage with me, we didn't mesh, right? You could stay lower and I could stay where I'm at, moving higher. It doesn't affect me at all. But nevertheless, you came with that low vibrational mindset to give me these thoughts to entertain, which is nothing. It ain't helping me do anything. But what I will do is educate you on why I'm doing what I do and how I do it. Because what you was talking about don't make sense. And before I not give you the game, I'll give you a hand to help lift you up. Because obviously what comes from your mouth is nonsense. And I can see in certain levels of your life, you need to educate yourself on what makes sense and what matters. You out here chasing vainless things, emptiness. If that's what make you feel good about yourself, kudos. If you gotta bring me down to lift you up, good for you. But just know I got wings to float. So whenever you see me being high, I'm being raised by this guy right here. Under the wings all the time. No demon like you ever bring me low. And like I said when I first started off, a lot of negativity. I do things for a reason. I'm in the know. I kind of knew that this was going to happen. And this is a prime example of how when you're trying to be positive, here comes somebody negative, somebody with some clown activity. But hey, thank you for helping me make this exercise even more meaningful for those of you who's wondering, like, what is he talking about? You see exactly now, right? And why I said it and how it makes sense and how it's an untimely message for the people who mindsets lost, who don't have no valid direction of where they're going in life. You hop on here to talk crazy, but what are you doing? Other than, wasting your energy and time. This right here for me is a money making activity. I'm in position to make money offline. I got products for sale, I got websites. So you liking my information, you liking my video don't mean anything. But y'all coming to buy my products mean everything. So before you open your mouth and say some dumb shit again, just know I'm in position to be in position. You need to put yourself in position and stop watching somebody who taking action, making it happen. You can learn from me all day, every day, but if you want to criticize what I do and how I do it, first you got to know who I am. And obviously you don't know me. And I don't know you and I don't care to get to know you because things that you think about, that you talk about, yeah, I don't want to be involved. I could care less. It's rubbish. It's garbage to me. Your mind is garbage. Ain't nothing clean coming from it. And I could go in on you all day. I'm very calculated. I'll really hurt your feelings. But before I do that, I'll hurt you. But it is what it is, right? You don't know me, I don't know you, whatever, right? We just talking stuff. We just having fun, I guess. Entertaining each other. People funny, Joe. You think because you online you could talk and that's cool. Do as you please. But you just make yourself look dumb. Men could hide how they feel, but at the while, what's on your heart it comes out your mouth. You can't hide that for long. And people gonna reveal their intentions. They're gonna speak on it. Gonna speak what's on their heart. And if what's on your heart don't align with my goals and visions, I don't care how you feel. Your feelings ain't gonna validate my lifestyle or what I got going on or how I feel about my life and what I'm doing. Even because I want to be on some positive stuff, that's my choice. I choose to be a light individual or dark. It's my choice. We all get to choose how we decide to be and present ourselves. You want to present yourself to the world as an ignorant clown or a fool, that's you. And if you perceive me to be the same way, that's you. I don't care. But I like wholesome engagement. I like holiness. Not saying that I am all that, but I am striving. I am active. And I am human. So I don't expect to be perfect. Life isn't perfect. And not gonna be perfect. I'm connected with my tribe of people that's like me. People that ain't there, we don't connect. And that's cool. I like to be equally yoked with people. A lot of people are drain you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. Because they got time to do it. They parasites. Suck you out of your good energy like this Victoria girl. Kuda. I've been going on for about 10 minutes on your ass, but whatever, dog. you fucking with the right one. I don't know what type of people you used to playing with, but hey. All right, let's get into these hot topics, though. I'm done with you. I'm done with you for now, shorty. But yeah, I get on your ass. I don't play with no.
For several consecutive years, has the
Empty my
highest
lab.
numbers of followers on Twitch with
Hold
over
on, real quick.
17 million followers
I'm
and
gonna
over
have to start this
400.
over. And I ain't never seen dude stuff before. I support people because I support and I won't support. So I treat people how I want to be treated. Right now, I'm treating you how you desire to be treated. You started with me, remember? Talking that shit like I won't say nothing back, bitch. Fuck you. But anyway, hey, this dude right here, I never seen him before, but I like this video, and I got people on Facebook hitting me. I want to be friends. They be on there begging and shit. I don't like that. His name is Nitris TV. Nitris. If you see this, peace and blessings, brother. Much love. Uh, haven't seen your stuff before, and hopefully I got your name right. I'm no disrespect, but yeah. And also, he make money online, so I'm always aligned with my type of people. I don't know him, but somehow he popped up on my screen and he talking about what I talk about. So I'm showing him love and I'm showing y'all him so you can show him love as well. You like what type of stuff I talk about, what I got going on. You all like him as well. And everybody else that I introduce y'all to or I share with y'all. We all on the same frequency and we all trying to elevate higher. But what's trending right now is Castanet. Also amongst any other things. But what I've seen for the third time today, that's what they talking about, Castanet. So I just want to see what y'all think about. Also, I seen them on the BET Awards. I don't know dude like that. Castanet, what up? I don't know you like that. I don't really like you either, to be honest. It just is what it is. I don't know you enough to like you. But from what I be seeing, is like, I don't know, you seem like a little child. And nothing wrong with that, like people do what they do. I don't got a problem with dude at all. It's no disrespect. I don't know the man. I don't check out his content and nothing like that. I see him a lot on TV, which is I'm proud to be seeing somebody do well. It's a great accomplishment, not to take away none of your work and efforts. He deserved to be where he is at this moment in time and much success, more prosperity to you. I'm just stating my personal opinion. Like I don't know dude. I don't deal with him like that. I don't check his stuff out. He's not my type of vibe. But he inspired me to do something like this because I wasn't never on Twitch. I'm still not on Twitch. Everybody got their grind, they own platform or whatever. I first got big on Instagram. They was like, "Oh, we like what you're doing," so I stopped that because Facebook was like, "We see what you're doing on Instagram. We want to pay you on Facebook." So I left Instagram alone. But I'm back on it now, not how I used to be. And plus, my content is way different because it was more so just me being a content creator. And they started paying me to be a content creator before I started doing other things online, adding more value, like having services, products for y'all instead of just content. But nevertheless, that was a few years ago. And it is a hard job. You know, you see people online, whether you like them or not, like me, I'm saying about him, cussing that. I understand his journey, his grind, and I respect that. You know, I don't have to like the man or fuck with him to respect what he do. And I'm not trying to talk about him or nothing because the internet already doing it. You trending right now, and I'm helping you trend. So I want to see what they talk about. Do I think you sold out? I don't know. I don't care. You know, this your life, but this what they talking about, dog. So you see this, you know. And one thing I know for certain, two things for sure. Everybody ain't gonna come up with the same lie. There's some truth about it, you know. Rumors, they do start, but if everybody from different angles coming up with similar stories, there is some truth to it. Now, what the truth is, I don't know. But what I do know is this topic of conversation ain't too far fetched from what you might think it is to be. So it's something to look into. Not saying that I care as much about if it's true or not. I just want to know what's going on. You feel me? So let's get into it. And also make sure y'all like and subscribe to Buddy page because we finna be uh what they call that man, I forgot. But we basically finna review this video with him. I forgot what they be doing, dog. They do when it comes to me, I'll let y'all know. But again, we're gonna check this out next because dude, I ain't like him either at first. But the more I vibe on this frequency, he comes along. So whether I like him or not, it's something to learn from him. So I'm checking him out. And that's him right here. I didn't know dude didn't like dude or whatever, but you know, you give people a chance because you don't know people. And just because the internet puts you out like this or that don't mean that it's true. Of course, y'all all heard and hear what they say about the man. And that'll give you a preconception of who he is to you. And it dictates and determines if you fuck with somebody or if you like them or not. Because of what everybody else saying. But if you get to know somebody for yourself, it is what it is.
1,000 paid subscribers. He even signed some of the biggest endorsement deals seen in the streaming world.
Wait, let
Kanye
me
has
start it
come a
back over
long
because he
way.
did his little
Streaming and his
promotion
mother's
thing.
walks apart.
And I don't advertise for niggas, especially free advertise, but I do want to go back and see.
Business in 2025.
Yeah, I don't do no charity work. Ain't no motherfucking nonprofit organization. But hold on, check this out though. I had to go back because he was showing his stuff. He got a little program just like I got. His might be slightly different, but either way it go, you can learn from him or me, whoever.
Welcome once again to Could Have Been Brains.
Ah, dog, this the wrong thing, dog. I do like that
He has
show though. We gonna
broken
catch
several
back up
streaming
on that.
records. He won Streamer of the Year.
Instagram right here. DM me the key phrase Kino so I know that you're serious. If you want to be a participant of the program, learn how to start making real money. $5,000 to $10,000 in a couple months, then DM me, bro. This is not a get rich quick scheme, but at the same time, this is going to be like an.
And yeah, that's what everything you heard what he said, right? It ain't no get rich quick thing. You gotta put work in, just like with Castanet that we talking about. He deserved to be where he is right now, whether he sold out or not. He been online on Twitch for the longest. I don't be on Twitch, I don't know, but people know and they've been talking about it. I done heard his name last year, so I know for a fact he been in here for at least a year long and still going strong. A lot of people burn out real quick doing content creating, whether you streaming or whatever platform you on. Like, you know, you gotta give people their props, give them their flowers while they're alive. Just like the Diddy situation, a lot of people use the man and his resources, and now he the big gay gangster. It's funny, you know, like show the love or don't show the love, you know. It's just simple as that. They've been showing him a lot of love, and I ain't on Twitch. There's one person I was fucking with on this channel, which is Pharaoh and Goddess Ayana and Rashad Jamal. Now Pharaoh went over to Twitch. As much as I like him, I'm not going over to Twitch because that's not my platform, man. As me learning how to do what I do, I realized, and I've also learned that you have to master one platform at a time. That's the reason I left Instagram, because what I was doing was making sense, and all of a sudden they reached out to me to pay me from another platform. And once I got paid on that platform, I mastered it. I learned how to master it to where I got all these benefits on that platform. And then I go to another platform, I master it. TikTok, I don't promote it as much since they did the new stuff, but I'm monetized on there. You could go subscribe to my page. I got 3 tiers, 3 different things that adds value to your life. The first tier is $3, which is what is passive income. I teach you exactly that today. But anyway, nevertheless, it's just about using one thing at a time, learning how to master it, and then moving on. That's why I'm not on Twitch, because I'm still mastering what I'm doing right here, right now. And I'm not going to stop until I figure it out, until I've mastered it and monetized it. Then I would go probably check out everybody on Twitch or whatever. But yeah, that's just a little backstory. And also, just to add on to what he said, like, ain't none of this overnight success. Like, I've been on Instagram for a long ass time before they even recognized me on Facebook, which I think they're brother sister companies or platform. I don't know. But however, whatever, they told me on Facebook, we like what you're doing on Instagram. Do you want to get paid for dropping reels over here? And I said, yeah. Then they gave me uh the business account, and they gave me a professional mode account to where I could start monetizing. It's a professional content creator. You feel me? And they pay me different amounts. Like, I got options where I could put posts up, put reels up, put lives up, and people could donate me money just like they do on here and they do on everything else. And that's what it's about. Get paid for your time, you know? It don't matter if you liking shit or not, or if you get 1,000 views or not. I could put this on here, nobody liking, nobody comment, nobody one person viewed it maybe, but that one person that bought my $900 product. So what makes sense, right? To get likes and views or to get money off of your fucking time. And that's just what it's about. Like, it takes work, take time to build these systems. Even though I got a done for you program, I had to put my name in. I had to customize my web page so people could know who I am as far as what this is, and it'd be more personal to me, is to my peoples. It's to know, like, and trust. And if I want people to know, like, and trust me, they gotta know something about me. They gotta like what I have to offer, and then they'll be able to trust that I have value for them, that they can use my products and or services for their benefit. But nevertheless, like, this all takes work. Even what I'm doing right now is a money making activity, putting this type of information out, even though we chatting or whatnot. But it is what it is. This video might go viral and start helping me get the hours I need to be monetized, because I'm not monetized yet, and that's why I'm doing this. And like I said, if y'all like this content so far, go ahead. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're always updated for the latest. But anyway, nevertheless, like, this is me working it, right? Whether I get 2 minutes today or 2 minutes tomorrow, all that shit add up over time. And some days it's easy, some days it's not. But consistency is key, and it's a grind. So I just want to encourage somebody out there who thinking this shit gonna happen overnight, or you looking for some microwave success. This ain't it. If you ain't willing to put the work or the effort in and use your time effectively, it's not for you.
Investment to your future. If you want to end up making money online so you don't have to be a part of this shit right here,
Over the last few years, we have seen the immense rise of streaming culture. What was once seen as taboo and corny has become the most popular style of content in the world. Just like everything that starts small and grows to massive heights, streaming is crossing over. In the last 2 years, we have been witnessing the streaming world go mainstream, with the big streamers selling out and becoming puppets. Today, we will be exposing one of the streamers who is partly responsible for setting up biggest streamer on Twitch, Kai Cenat, and I will show you guys the exact moment Kai Cenat sold his soul. In 2025, everybody seems to want to be a streamer. Just like in the late 2010s when everyone wanted to be a SoundCloud rapper, now they want to be streamers. Even the rappers want to be streamers. It's obvious streaming has reached its peak and it has gone mainstream, all thanks to a few streamers who sold out the streaming world and crossed over. See, when streaming first began, it was a low quality, independent style content. A person with a great personality would go live in their bedroom and talk about things they cared about. Eventually, they would build a fan base by being themselves because they were entertaining. When streaming started to become popular and mainstream, the corporations realized it was reaching the masses and they got involved. And like everything else, they corrupted it. The streamers who were once genuine and authentic started selling out for money and were now faking everything and pushing blatant agendas.
Now this right here, like I said, I don't be watching this shit, but this look a little fishy, dog. Like the way he looking and the way he just came from out there, and then you see the little apartment, like, okay, you could do some upgrading. It definitely upgraded a lot, but hey, it's just my opinion. Like
It was
this
no
little
longer
fish.
about good fun content. It was about selling themselves to sponsors.
And is that Joe Cena? John Cena? I mean, I say Joe Cena. What? I don't know, dog. Y'all let me know if y'all seen that clip before. What's going on with this one? Damn, I didn't pause the fucking.
Came the new puppets, just like the rappers were. Just like the rappers pushed a degenerate lifestyle of drugs, money, and you know the rest. The streamers are now pushing the exact same thing, as they are being controlled by the exact power. It's not hard to see that Kai is one of the biggest streamers in America. He has broken several streaming records. He won Streamer of the Year for several consecutive years, has the highest numbers of followers on Twitch with over 17 million followers and over 400,000 paid subscribers. He even signed some of the biggest endorsement deals seen in the streaming world. Kai has come a long way from streaming in his mother's Bronx apartment. He now does his live streams from the comfort of his multi-million-dollar mansion. Kai has reached heights that no other streamer has made it to. Not only does he have millions of people watching him, but the mainstream corporations seem to have fully embraced Kai. He has fully crossed over, which sadly means he sold out. He happily sold his soul for millions of dollars, and by the end of this video, you will see why I say that. Kai Cenat started his online content career back in 2018, posting his first video.
So damn, he been doing this since 2018. That's a little minute. That's 7 years. Well, the end of this year would be 7 years. Probably about 8. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure he was doing it way before that, but they didn't notice him until then. Or I don't know. But they say he started then. Of course, he looked way different from then to now. But it's like that with anybody making money, and they made their own way, which I'm proud of him. Whether he sold out or not, I don't give a fuck, like I said. But I do want to see what they going with this, because it's entertaining. And right now, I'm just chilling, being entertained, not really working like that. But that's where I see this going. Like, oh, he didn't reach mainstream. Now he didn't sold out. I can see why they saying that, because people hate. Motherfucker want to compare themselves to you, and you doing way better than they thought you should be doing. Now all of a sudden you're a sellout. You just sold your soul because you're successful. But like I said, it's all about perception. Like, however you look at things in life. Somebody probably missed out on the blessing because of the way they judging this man, and he could be the one to help them elevate to the higher heights that they desire to be. But it is what it is. Like, I don't think he did. I don't know if he did, but he been grinding. He deserved it. You're going to make some noise out there. Wow. And if you ain't making no noise, you need to switch how you doing stuff. Because I heard that from Gucci, man, whether he the real one or not. The doppelgangers, the clones. I don't know if I can say all that stuff, but when he came back out of jail, they was like, he was like, no, they was like, he was having an interview. They was like, why you don't sign people? Or why you don't go looking for people? He was like, why? If you making noise, I'll hear you. And if you making enough noise that I like, I'm gonna check for you. You know what I'm saying? So that made sense. He was like, I hear you on the streets, just like Castanet. They hear him on the internet. They hear him all over the medias. He started making a lot of noise. And that's what it's about, being noticed. Creating stop the stroll content, or as far as live streams, I don't really know how that go. I'm still learning, but it is what it is. He made some noise. He got a lot of attention from whatever he was doing.
On YouTube on January 13th, 2018, at the age of 16.
So that explains a lot too. I felt like he was kind of young. If he was only 16 in 2018, he is young. And with that being said, like, I mean, it is what it is. He know how to make money. He enjoyed being himself, and that's really honorable. Kudos to Castanet, John. I don't really know you like that, and I'm learning about you through this right here, right now. And I'm proud of you, my guy. If you see this or whatever. But we is talking about you. And we finna see what's what, You know what you do or don't do. But hey, I'm proud of you, my dog.
Hey! What's going on YouTube? It's your guy here, AKA. And today is the motherfucking day. Yes, that is right. I am fully making my first YouTube video.
Like many creators online,
Now that was dope. I'll be watching his channel if he was on here. That was a hell of an intro.
back in the 2010s, Kai was posting prank and challenge videos and doing anything for views. In the beginning, Kai saw moderate success with YouTube videos, but nowhere near what he was doing today. He managed to get a few videos to go viral on social media, but it never really turned into anything. What changed Kai's career was joining the streaming.
And for you too, like I ain't gonna keep on doing this. My last time. You heard what they just said, right? He got a few viral videos, but it wasn't doing nothing because he wasn't monetized. So he was basically wasting his time. So it don't always matter about likes and views and all that shit if you ain't in a position to make money off of it. And that's what I honor him for because he realized like, yeah, I got to do this the right way, and he found a way to make way to start making money and doing what he enjoyed to do, and that's what life is about, you know, bossing up like that. And that's a prime example on how you could make shit sugar. And then like he ain't been trying, it just his efforts wasn't lined up with his vision, if that makes sense. Like you know, and plus he's a young guy. He probably didn't know about how to get monetized and how stuff would go like that. But you know, mentorship is always important too, to be around somebody that can help kickstart your success and guide you and lead you in the right way to help and improve your vision and or to help your vision come to life a little faster. So what I'm doing right now is I'm learning this one because like I could get paid off this one first. Not first, but this would be I've been putting work on this platform. So I'll be monetized on here before I ever do with Twitch. And I'm not gonna learn how to work Twitch and give up the work that I'm putting up on here. It just don't make sense to me. Plus I have a mentor who told me like you want to master one thing at a time. Not saying I can't do all at the same time, but me knowing myself, I'll be distracted trying to do too many things, which I've done already. So I know by experience as well. But shit, only thing I know is from what I've done. I can't tell you shit about it. I haven't done my experiences in business, my experiences online, and making money online.
Collective AMP in 2021. AMP is a streaming collective that stands for Any Means Possible. Kai was eventually.
And that's dope. Any means possible. He gonna make that shit happen, and he made it happen. I didn't know nothing about this, but I'm learning about him and his journey to success.
Recruited by Phantom, who eventually convinced them to join AMP. Initially, Kai refused the offer, but he would change his mind and join. He began posting content with AMP, and his streamer career began to take off. This is where the Kai Sanat the world fell in love with was born. Kai abandoned reaction videos and gaming content to do his wild bedroom streams he is now known for today. This really worked for him, as by 2022, he was becoming a household name in the emerging streaming space. In 2022, Kai started landing big name guests, doing streams with many of the biggest rappers in the industry. He did streams with Lil Baby, 21 Savage, basically every rapper that was trying to promote an album in 2022. This dramatically escalated his online growth, as his stream with 21 Savage saw him reach over 283,000 concurrent live viewers. He was now being associated with.
I'm still waiting for the point, bro.
Get to it, my
up
dog.
until this point, it sounds like collaborations.
Oh yeah, but he right too though. Like he said, he don't believe. I don't neither really at this point because motherfuckers sound like they hating more than anything. You giving us the backdrop on him, but I mean, come on, dog. It's all speculation at this
It
point.
sounds like just having collabs with the right people.
With big names in the industry.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping right now, bro?
No, you're not.
To a whole new level. Kai ended 2022 by winning the Streamer of the Year award. Sadly, this was the last year Kai was truly authentic, as in the following year, he chose to sell out. Like everything that reaches big heights, it comes to a point where you gotta sell out to make it to the very top. Kai was getting a lot of eyes on him, which attracted the attention of the mainstream. If he wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world, he was gonna have to align himself with the corporations that run the world. The exact moment Kai sold out and crossed over was back in 2023, as in February 2023, he signed to the talent agency United Talent Agency. UTA is the biggest talent agency in the country. They represent the biggest actors, artists, and now internet personalities like Kai Cenat. UTA was created by Peter Biendick, Jim Burkus, and Jeremy Zimmer. They represent people like Shannon.
Now that's a little fishy to me. Look at these white men. Not to say nothing wrong with white men having money and starting shit with businesses or whatever, but these guys look a little fishy. They might be Jewish. You know how y'all fake Jews is, and no disrespect to the whatever, dog. It is what it is. But this a little fishy though. I can see where they throwing allegations in now because of these two guys. UTA, I never heard of them. Don't care for me. I don't need y'all to manage my shit. Just to let you know. But I'm gonna have to do my little research on that. We're gonna go down that rabbit hole, and I'm gonna bring up the facts on what I find out about these guys when I do.
Tatum, Seth Rogen, 21 Savage, Charlie D'Amelio, and many other big names. They are the ones that started linking Kai with these high-profile.
And right there was the proof in the pudding. These guys already fuck with all of the rappers. You know, the rappers. We're gonna talk about Meek Mill and everybody else who know Diddy and all this and that. They turn their back on the guy. All them guys run hand in hand. They rub shoulders. So it ain't no coincidence that you start linking certain people, as he was saying. It sounds like he dealing with collabs. That do matter. And we're gonna see what we got to say about it later on. But who you associate yourself with does matter. If you see me with the devil all day, you would think like, yeah, we finna get on some bullshit, right? And you got every right to think so. I'm associated with this guy, but that don't mean that I'm that guy. But at the same time, what are we doing together, right? What are we doing? It's a question to be asked.
UTA was created by Peter Biendick, Jim Burkus, and Jeremy Zimmer. They represent people like Channing Tatum, Seth Rogen, 21 Savage, Charlie D'Amelio, and many other big names. They are the ones that started linking Kai with these high-profile celebrities like Kevin Hart and John Cena. The moment Kai signed with UTA, everything changed. His content lost his authenticity. Kai was no longer making content that he wanted to make and he thought would be good content. He started doing streams planned out by UTA, his new handlers. Nothing was organic anymore. Kai became another cog in the mainstream machine, and that began to show quickly. The amateur, natural, funny live streams that made Kai famous started to become big budget production live streams.
Yeah, look at shit like this. Like, come on, dog. All the years you online, now you doing shit like this. That's questionable. And these people back here is questionable. This person, this female, but they look like witches, and I don't know, I done seen some witches in real life. This giving me them vibes. This is on some old boy, like for real. You can see how people change after certain interactions with certain people. So yeah, certain people do make sense on why they believe what they believe or why they think how they think.
Mindless humor. Kai had sold out his platform and allowed the puppet masters to take control. He started collaborating with celebrities that didn't even relate to his content or his community, ending in awkward live streams that were clearly just promo. While most people might believe Kai is collaborating with these big name celebrities naturally, that's not the case. Kai is being used like press to promote anything Hollywood wants. Kai built up millions of viewers with hundreds of thousands of live viewers. He got so big that celebrities are now utilizing his platform for press. Whenever you see these celebrities on his platform, it's not for the sake of good content, as most of these collaborations are obviously forced and awkward. The only reason these A-list celebrities showed up to Kai's bedroom was to sell you something or promote something. It's all promotion that waters down his content, as it's now just a giant ad. UTA is what made Kai mainstream. They are the ones.
So basically, he's saying that since he's collaborating with these artists, that means he's a sellout.
Nah, my guy, you see the way his content changing. He not doing it for himself anymore. He's being puppet. So whenever you got somebody put the strings on you, you're not yourself anymore. And it's kind of like chess, you know? For those of you who play chess, especially for a beginner playing a master, I'll put them strings on you so quick and force you to make moves to where I got you. You're done. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what these people do. When they put the strings on you, you feel free, like you making moves, but all your moves have been pre-calculated by someone else, and they already know what you're gonna do. That's how they shutting them down every time. And if it isn't true, he'll be able to elevate and evolve in the way that he wants to organically, like he has been doing, without switching up the whole experience that he given to his people. And of course, once you reach a certain spot in success, you grab new attention. These new people gonna come around and see what they see. They ain't gonna know unless they start looking at some of your older content or whatever older platforms where you was on. They gonna come in where you at and think that's where you who you are at that moment. Just like for those of you who know Michael Jordan, when you first start seeing him and he was playing baseball, you might know him as a baseball player. Others know him as a basketball player. That's just an example of where you are in your success, and where people come in at that moment. That's where they know you at. That doesn't mean that that's all that you do. That's all that you ever be, or that's what your main goal and dreams are. But when people change your creativity, authenticity, you're not being you anymore. And if you're not being you anymore, you're obviously motivated by external motivations, whether it be money, being sell out for money, fame, you never had any friends, you want a little attention, and so on. But I don't know. It's just, to me, it's starting to look more left than it is right. Whether he did or didn't, I don't care, but it's sad, bro, if you did, because it's starting to look like you went left. Not everybody become billionaires off of doing what you do, but as long as you kept doing what you was doing, you would at least made it there at some point. If that show go, because I don't know, you still young and impressionable, and it's easy for people to sell you dreams. Just like for me as an older guy, I've been sold dreams as well. It can happen. That's all I'm saying. Like, it can happen. Not saying that I'm gonna sell out or that I want to, but I just understand. Like, I can understand where he came from and possibly why he did it. I don't know. Like, I got a feeling like, he probably did, but I can understand like where he coming from, and he probably was threatened at the same time. He a young guy. They probably like, man, we gonna take your platform down if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Get down and lay down, just like Beanie Siegel now. Get down and lay down. And I'm pretty sure that he didn't do it willingly. Especially and built his own brand, built his own way, and like they saying on here, people go to fuck with him to not fuck with him, but to basically advertise off his name and his clout, because they celebrities, and he a celebrity in his own right and way. But you know how I go. They feel like they popular than him. They more valuable than him, so they gonna use him for his little clout, whatever. It's starting to look like it is to me, though.
I don't understand it, bro. This is like high key, bro. The reason why I took a break from conspiracy theory content is because it gets to a point, bro. Like, it gets to a point. There's a difference between somebody being a sellout. The videos that we used to make, exposing how people were selling their souls, I was able to clearly identify to you guys the demonic symbolism, the Masonic symbolism in every single video. People were literally saying that they sold their souls. People were literally saying that they signed these contracts with these record labels and executives who were doing these weird and malicious and evil things. There was clearly provided evidence, right? I don't think Kai Cenat sold his soul, bro. And the reason why I say that is because although he signed to an agency, every content creator on every platform usually has an agency, bro. Almost everyone has a team. If you don't have a team, you are not going to be able to grow.
That's true.
Probably has a team. I used to have a team when I was going crazy on YouTube. Everybody, when they're in the growing stage, has to have a team. People who are going to do the videography, the editing, the planning, the fucking, like, you know how hard it is to put together a 30-day live stream, bro?
And he ain't capping either. Like, I do a lot of this shit on my own by myself, but it takes a lot of time, a lot of planning, and of course, when you get to the position where you can hire help, people do that, and that's what you should do, because you want to delegate tasks to help you be able to be more creative and boss up in other ways that you need to. You handling business, you don't want to just be comfortable where you are. Of course, you got visions and dreams to grow, upscale, and to do that, sometimes you need other hands. You need to be an octopus. You gotta dabble it over here and dabble it over there, and all these things take time. And especially, you gotta educate yourself as you growing and growing, because you're stepping into unfamiliar territories, which you're not going to be sure how to navigate your way through. But he got a big point too. Like, I'm not biased, and he's absolutely correct. Like, I haven't seen no then some weird paint on your face. Everybody do it on Halloween. Maybe that was that. I don't know. There's no clear description on what day that was posted and what was going on. It just looked wild. So I made my own perception of it. What was going on in my mind? What makes sense to me? Everybody else do. What makes sense to you in this world that we live in? But until now, in the video, is still a lot more to go. I haven't seen no demonic signs. I haven't heard him say out of his mouth that it is what it is, like a lot of other celebrities have done, or famous people, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't really look at him as a celebrity, or I look at him as famous, to be honest. Like, he got out. He a household name.
Yes, it is going to be a production. It is going to be an expensive production. It's called entertainment, bro. That's literally what it is. Now, he hasn't done or shown or like nothing that I would see as like demonic. Like, every single day that he speaks on his stream, it's something positive. He doesn't promote anything negative. He doesn't have any upside down crosses on his face, any Baphomets in the background, anything that would, in my mind, raise a red flag. Oh, this nigga is demonic, bro. Haven't yet to see it, bro. I'm gonna be so honest.
Yeah, and I'm bogus for even saying like, oh, he probably is. Like, I ain't seen no evidence, to be honest. I'm talking shit. It could be low key. I'm jealous because I want to be where he at. But either way it go, like, Castanet, like, yeah, people gonna slide to your name. I'm pretty sure you well used to. You've been doing this quite a long time. But I just want to say, like, it's a shame, man. Even myself, we speaking on you and dissecting what you got going on. If you did this or did that, that shit not cool. It's all for entertainment purposes. Everybody get on here, but at the end of the day, and I'm saying this from out of my mouth and my heart, like, he's a human being. He has feelings, no matter how rich he is, how poor he is, or whatever. Be mindful the way you treat people and talk about them, because he's human at the end of the day. And he has feelings, and he's doing what he got to do for himself. And it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
The fact that he's collaborating with these celebrities doesn't make him a sellout. It just makes him a good entrepreneur, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's right.
In my opinion, the only thing that I would say is, like, if you're sitting here and you're gonna argue the fact that, oh yeah, by him having a collaboration with McDonald's is promoting obesity or is promoting people to eat fast food that has then yes, that's something. But understand that there are only a few people who really understand that the food that we consume has a major impact on our mindset and our body. There are only a few people in this entire country. 75% of the country is overweight and obese, bro. 75%. So it's like, it's not even him. Like, I would argue that it's not even him, bro. Because before that, McDonald's was a thing, Domino's was a thing, Pizza Hut was a thing. But let's continue. I'm still waiting to see what the exact moment was.
With the connections and money that took him to the top level he made it to. But all of that success came at the price of Kai's soul. Today, you have to wonder how much of what Kai stream is actually Kai, and not UTA and his handlers. Nothing is natural or organic anymore. It's a giant production. You have to think of Kai signing to UTA almost like he signed a record deal. In the same way the record labels control artists and create everything about them once they sign, it's the same way UTA is controlling Kai Cenat. Now, while that might seem like a great thing for him, since he's cashing out and will be able to make millions of dollars, it's horrible for his fans, as now he's just another puppet of the mega corporations. Kai is no longer a genuine creator. He's a walking billboard. Everything he now does has an alternative reason behind it. Either he's promoting someone who's on press, or selling a brand he's signed to, or pushing agendas his handlers at UTA want him to push. Nothing is real anymore when it comes to Kai, which is exactly what selling out is. Just pay attention to some of the deals that Kai has signed. He signed an endorsement deal with Nike, allegedly worth millions of dollars. This is the reason Kai is forcefully pushing Nike on his streams every chance he gets. Every time he mentions
Nike. Best cap. Like, come on, dog. He sold out because it is, huh? That's some bullshit.
nigga sold his soul?
Right.
I have a friend who has a partnership with Nike. Does that mean he sold his soul, bro? Like, come on, man.
Nike. Where's Nike? He's not doing it because he wants to. He's doing it because he's paid to. He's a
Yeah.
And that's part of business obligations. Like I'm doing shit in my own business that I don't want to do all the time, but because it's gonna help me upscale, like putting out ads. I don't feel like doing that shit all the time, but hey, it's a money making activity. Some days I don't feel like doing other things like filling out grants. It's a money making activity. You know, they going to the people that fill it out. They deserve it. Just like brands and sponsorships, you might not feel like putting out a commercial for that shit, but hey, it's a money making activity. And for the dude narrating, not Buddy that just told y'all, but the one putting these wild ideas together saying he sold out, they obviously don't get the concept of business and business obligations, and obviously they don't understand how to make money and collaborate. So I'm gonna leave that ignorance to them and let them finish being ignorant, explaining why they ignorant and why they mind working the way it works. Because the shit that they coming up with is not valid, not valid. And for somebody who like to gossip and talk about somebody, this would be a lot of juice for somebody. Like, oh, okay, whatever. But none of this information is valid as far as what they saying they think he did. I mean, especially if they keep coming like this, it's just oh wow, like everything's speculation at this point, and it's just a like I was saying for attention at this point. Unless he come with some real receipts, then this guy is just slandering somebody else's name. And like I said, everybody has feelings. To be doing stuff like this low, is low vibrational. It's a low human being act to slander somebody else's name, not having no receipts, no facts, and you steady going on and on and on. We've been on this shit for like 13 minutes. Let's say 10 or 11 because for the first two, he's talking about himself and I talk or whatever. But that's a pretty long time to be talking about a motherfucker and not having no facts at all and making this big accusation about somebody's destiny, you know, in their future. So it's kind of crazy. It's all ludicrous. They got no facts, no receipts, and they just speculation. But you trying to condemn somebody saying they out here soulless. They not a real human being.
Billboard for them. He also did a
That's what promotion is, bro. That's literally what promotion.
Collaboration with McDonald's. McDonald's is one of the worst food options when it comes to your health. A bunch of hazardous additives, deep fried in seed oils, to make you nice and inflamed, pushing you closer to a premature death. Yet Kai had no issues taking their money to push that poison onto his young fans, doing a whole commercial live on his stream, like some sort of.
So that means Duke didn't sold his soul. That I can agree with. I don't agree with fast food. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know I don't fuck with fast food. I don't eat fast food. I don't do that shit. But one thing that I can say is this: Kai Cenat has to first understand that fast food isn't good for you. Kai Cenat eats fast food. It's not like he sold himself. He's already thinking that fast food is okay. No one told him that fast food wasn't okay. He wasn't woke yet. Like he wasn't brought to the realization that you shouldn't be eating it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that fast food is bad for you. I know that there's chemicals in processing. So I'm gonna tell you guys, don't eat it. But you can't fault somebody for not speaking on something that they don't know about. But maybe, once again, maybe that's just me being naive, right? But it sounds to me like he just got an endorsement, a sponsorship. Like anybody, bro. YouTubers promote products all of the time.
Yeah.
Live stream infomercial.
And two, just because somebody famous or rich or whatever doesn't mean that they're educated on every other thing. They know how to make money, and that's a specialized subject, a specialized topic. You know, there's plenty of ways to make money. There's no one way to skin a cat. I don't even know why I said that, but I'm pretty sure y'all can relate to that term. You've heard it before. But that don't mean he know much about what health and wellness. You know, he's not Dr. Sabi. So you wouldn't expect him to know certain things about food or any other thing besides making money online. This is what he specializes in, and this is what he's doing. This is an extension of how he's doing it. So, I mean, I really ain't seen no facts about like how he poisoning the community. That's what a lot of people who sell their soul do. They like Charleston White. You know, you run around talking all this high consciousness stuff, but at the same time, you talking about violating men, women, and children. you racist. On top of that, I don't respect nobody racist, even if you black, white. You could be racist anything. It ain't no white thing. Whenever you whenever you spread hate and you don't like another person just because that's you being racist, especially towards a group of ethnic people. If I said it right, I'm losing my voice. But yeah, stuff like that, it is what it is. I never really heard him going out here talk about people. Oh yeah, back to Charleston White. Like you pop up out of nowhere, and like Young Pharaoh said, like you live in a 16-year-old's fantasy right now. You're getting a lot of attention. You're making some money. You're traveling. You probably never been off your block before. Probably never had no female attention or the guys that you like or whatever. I don't know. But my thing is, you're spreading a whole bunch of information, and the way that you acting, it doesn't line up with the way that you say that you for the community. The stuff you doing to get people hurt in the community. But yet and still, it's people that look up to you and they're gonna follow you and go do the same little silly shit you're doing to be out here getting hurt. A lot of people getting hurt because they look up to somebody as a clown and they're out here doing the clown activities and it lead them to their demise. That's somebody who sold out, just like with the crate challenge. A lot of people was getting hurt. They didn't tell y'all about that though. But they encourage y'all, oh, let's do this challenge. Now your ass in the hospital. Some people laceration so deep their face is altered. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a way to help hurt the community. It wasn't no good thing. But I mean, for the people who was promoting it, those are sellouts. Anybody with common sense know that this isn't a safe thing to participate in. But hey, it was fun and entertaining while it was. But now it's other things going on that people using to help you destroy yourself. And constantly, I don't get them vibes from him at all. Like he trying to help you destroy yourself. His content might have changed due to his obligations to his contract, but I don't see it right now. It's all cap that they saying he did this. I'm gonna keep saying it's all cap.
Commercial. How are people supposed to believe this content?
Now he could be a Fed, he could be CIA, an industry plant who trying to clean it up. That could be possible. It's a lot of people. Your favorite rapper, your singers, they police. And it is what it is, like, hey, it is what it is. Now that could be possible, but I'm not throwing the accusation out. I'm just saying, like, he could be dealing with these people cleaning up house. I don't know. But all I know is that he's doing what he enjoyed doing, which is making content, streaming. Because content and streaming is totally different, to be honest. When you're making content, you got time to prepare and think about what you're going to put out there. You're going to put the titles, the descriptions, and all that. And when you're streaming, it's similar to that, but you're mostly freestyling and just having a live experience. It's not pre-calculated. So yeah, he doing what he like to do.
Content is authentic when the whole live stream was a commercial for McDonald's. I hope people understand that Kai and McDonald's aren't collaborating because they mess with Kai's streams. They could care less about his streams. What they care about is the millions of people that are watching him that he could convince to eat their poison. Same thing with Kai glorifying going to prison. Back in 2023, just a few months after Kai signed to UTA, he decided to do a 7-day prison stream special. He and other popular streamers pretended to be in prison for 7 days. During the stream, you saw many big streamers and internet personalities having a blast in prison. They even showed themselves flirting and hanging out with female inmates. Kai made prison look like a sleepover with a gang, a giant party. Now this was especially bad, as here was Kai promoting prison to his young impressionable audience. Now, while you might not be thinking about this like that and think it's just a silly skit, all of this is strategically planned on a deeper level. You have to understand that this entire special
Wait, hold
is
on, yeah, I
orchestrated
gotta.
by his talent agency. See, UTA is
Oh
well
shit,
aware.
I forgot I got a meeting at 6. I'm a little late right now. I'm having fun watching this shit, but I gotta take care of my business. I just got a message right now, like, damn. This shit kind of ran into a little, damn. Hold on, y'all. Try to sit out here and watch this shit. I didn't think it was gonna go that long. Damn. See, that's not good for business. And I got the shit on my phone right now. I want to hang y'all up because I need to do this shit on my laptop. Oh yeah, let me just do this. I did the start. Where my stars at? Man, that's why I could use a assistant. You know, keep me on task. God damn, John. Hold on. I think that was it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this joke because I got a Zoom call real quick. I'm trying to be punctual before it get too late. I'll be right back. We'll finish this in a bit.